You already know and love Sonos for their speakers and soundbars, but with the release of this video's product, they've finally made their first foray into a new frontier: headphones. Our team was lucky enough to get a sneak peek at this release, and now we're going to tell you all about it. Let's dive in. Hey guys, it's Kate with Abt, and in this video we'll be taking a look at Sonos Ace, Sonos' very first pair of headphones. I am so excited. There's been hype building for this launch for years, and now that it's finally here, it's really cool to see what all Sonos has chosen to implement. Let's start right off the bat with first impressions and the physical design. This is what they look like, and I have to say, personally, I'm a fan. I think it looks very sleek and chic and easy to match with whatever you're wearing, especially since it comes in two neutral colors, black and soft white. The product itself is very lightweight. It only weighs about 0.7 of a pound, so you're not going to get a sore neck from having them on all day. It's also just very comfortable in general. The interior padding and ear cushions are made out of memory foam and vegan leather, and just by touching them you can feel how nice and soft they are. So it's pretty nice that you get not just a high quality look, but also a high quality feel with these. You can also customize the fit to your liking by adjusting the stainless steel band or rotating the ear cuffs, making it feel snug and secure without feeling too tight. And all hinges and other pinchy bits are covered, which means these headphones won't get caught in your hair. Trust me, been there, would not recommend. The ear cups themselves are magnetic and easily removable, while the left and right cups are colored differently and labeled to avoid any mix-ups. There are also tiny little sensors that detect when you have the cups over your ears. This is what allows for one of my favorite features, which automatically pauses your music whenever you remove the headphones and will resume playing as soon as you put them back on. So if someone starts talking to you while you're listening to something, you can simply remove them rather than fumbling around trying to pause your audio. This exact scenario actually happened to me while I was testing them out, which was how I discovered and was pleasantly surprised by the feature. But if you don't want it, you can always turn it off in the Sonos app. More on that later. On the outside edge of the ear cups, you have your basic tactile controls. The left has your power button, which also operates as a Bluetooth pairing button, as well as a status light and a USB-C port for charging and wired listening. On the right, you have the noise control button, which you can press to switch between active noise cancellation to block out unwanted sound for maximum immersion, or aware mode, which lets you hear what's going on around you.
Hey, Kate. Kate, I was gonna have a barbecue this weekend, and I was hoping for some input. I was either gonna do like hamburgers or hot dogs or chicken, maybe vegetables. I might do some potatoes. Can you help me figure out what is gonna be the best? You're invited. Well, all right, I heard this joke the other day too. You might think this is funny. Do you know that dogs can't use MRI machines, but cats can? Do you get it? Kate, do you get it? Kate?
You can also long press this button to activate your voice assistant, provided that you're connected to a device that has one, like Siri or Bixby. Above that is something Sonos calls the content key, and this little guy does a lot. You can slide it up or down to control the volume, press it once to play or pause the audio, press twice to skip and 3 times to go back or replay, and press to answer a call or long press to decline. I love that Sonos has decided to keep it simple with these user-friendly controls. While I do wish that they had labeled the buttons on these headphones, even with something as easy as a little Bluetooth icon, I understand the desire to keep a clean design. And the more I used them and got familiar with what does what, the more it became second nature to control from touch alone. So now that we've touched on the physical features, let's move on to some of the tech features. Not only does Sonos Ace give you high fidelity sound, but it also supports Dolby Atmos spatial and lossless audio for an immersive listening experience that will make sure you never miss a single detail. If you don't know what spatial audio is, it's a lot like what you might know of as surround sound. It makes it as if you're in the center of an auditory experience, with the feeling of sound coming from all around you. This is one of my favorite features with Sonos Ace, and I feel like it really makes my listening experience that much more immersive and impressive. If you don't know what lossless audio is, it's an innovative form of audio compression that makes sure none of the sound quality or data gets lost in translation from your source to your listening device. Now keep in mind, Sonos Ace uses Bluetooth 5.4 for a wireless connection and comes with a USB-C to 3.5mm cable for a wired one. To deepen your connection with your music, Sonos Ace supports lossless audio streaming over both Bluetooth and USB-C. But in order for lossless to work for you, you'll have to make sure you're using a compatible device and content. Check that the music you're playing is in lossless quality, and if you're not sure, check out our music streaming app video linked below, and that your device matches as well. For example, I know I wouldn't be able to stream lossless over Bluetooth because I have an iPhone, which doesn't have the right chip to make that work. But I can always use the wired connection instead, or if you have an Android, that won't be an issue for you. These headphones can wirelessly pair to multiple sources, making it easy to say, listen to music from your phone, and then immediately switch to watching videos on your computer. And another awesome feature of Sonos Ace, especially if you're a Sonos devotee, is that they can be used in tandem with the Sonos Arc soundbar, keeping the space around you quiet while giving the wearer the full Dolby Atmos home theater sound experience, especially with the use of spatial audio and dynamic head tracking. At the time of filming, this feature is only compatible with Arc, but Sonos plans to include compatibility with their Beam and Ray soundbars via a software update later this year. Now, you may be wondering, but Kate, how do I connect my Sonos Ace to my Sonos soundbar? And how do I access absolutely all of the features of my Sonos Ace? Well, dear viewer, I am so glad you asked, because that brings us into the next part of this overview, the Sonos app. Do you have to download it to use the headphones? Absolutely not. But we do highly recommend it, as it will offer you a lot of chances to customize your headphones that you wouldn't otherwise have access to. For example, you can change the EQ settings from the app, controlling the bass, treble, and balance in each ear. You can also toggle some of the features previously mentioned, such as noise canceling, the ear cup sensor detection, spatial audio, and head tracking, which will keep the sound centered even as you move your head away from the source. Furthermore, you can rename your headphones, access new features via software updates, change your source to TV soundbar audio, and check the battery life, something you can also do from your source device's Bluetooth settings. Speaking of battery, Sonos Ace lasts like a champ. They boast 30 hours of battery life from a full charge, even with noise cancellation turned on, and also feature rapid charging, which gives you 3 hours of battery life from just a 3-minute charge. That is insane. Included in the box, you'll get a USB-C to USB-C cord for charging, a USB-C to 3.5mm cable for wired listening, and a slim and durable travel case with a magnetically detachable cable pouch. Well guys, that was our overview of Sonos' first ever headphones, Sonos Ace. All in all, these are a really exciting new product for Sonos fans and audiophiles alike. I loved getting to try them out, and I bet you guys will too. For more information or to see our current pricing, give our experts a call or visit us in-store or online at the link in description. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.